My name's Chris Lichta, and I'm a realtor here in Southern Indiana. I'm licensed both Kentucky and Indiana, so if you're new here and just looking for that local guide to show you what the best and showcase everything that Kentuckiana has to offer, whether it's homes, relocation, things to do, then you found the right place. So whether you're local or you're thinking about relocating here, let me show you why so many people love to call Kentuckiana home. Real quick, I want to show you on a map just exactly where New Albany is in reference to Louisville and Kentuckiana. Okay, so when we talk about Kentuckiana, this is the area that we're talking about. All of Louisville and surrounding counties, and this area here in Southern Indiana. So specifically today, we're going to be looking at New Albany. Its location, proximity to Louisville, just right across the bridge here. Over here is Jeffersonville, the other small town neighboring right across the river from Louisville skyline. You can several bridges here. There's a walking bridge, but where we're going to be looking right is right here in New Albany. Some of my favorite neighborhoods, which we'll talk about in a later video, are up in these knobs here. You can see in the topography. So I'm going to center my video today on this area of New Albany because this is the entertainment area where your restaurants are, wineries, and all the outside activities. This is the Ohio River Greenway that we're talking about that will take you basically from New Albany here. You can ride a bike, walk all the way over to Jeffersonville, across the walking bridge and into Louisville. So most of your boutique shops and restaurants are going to be right here in this area. Now, if you get out here on State Street, heading out of town a little bit, this is where you get into your hospital location with Baptist Health, our grocery, the Kroger, Target, a few more stores, Chick-fil-A, Home Depot, and then up this way into the knobs. We have a Walmart over here on Grant Line Road. Pretty much everything you need shopping wise without having to go into Louisville. Now, if we come over here to this area here, which is Clarksville, and off of Veterans Parkway, this is where our shopping mall is, Lowe's, Sam's Club, a lot more restaurants, Bass Pro, and kind of like just a little more shopping for sure, versus, again, having to go into Louisville for everything. Now, somebody's going to ask about a Costco. Our closest Costco is going to be all the way over here into Kentucky, right over here off of Brownsboro Road in this area right here. So across the toll bridge, it's not a bad drive from New Albany to Southern Indiana. We actually make this trip once a month to go into Costco from over here. One of the things I really like about living in New Albany is our proximity to Louisville. I mean, if you want to get to the big city, we're close enough that you can do that. And if you also want to ride your bike to the city, we can do that too. Along this Ohio River, we have the Ohio River Greenway, which is a trail you can run, ride, and get all the way from New Albany to Clarksville and then across the bridge into Louisville. So one thing about New Albany is our food scene, and I would say probably our top 4 out of 5 restaurants are here in New Albany. It's close, you can always get a table, and there's just something about our food scene. Maybe it's, there's a culinary school, real famous culinary school in Louisville, and maybe everybody just stays here, but we've traveled a lot, me and my wife, and the food in other places where we travel, we expect it to be a certain way, and it's never as good as it is back home. So great places where you're looking for patios, outside seating, wineries, pizza, sushi, tacos. There's just something for everybody here. Oftentimes I'll start my day down here in one of our numerous coffee shops. There's a few that I kind of like a little more than others, but it's just that non-commercial vibe. It's really cozy, and it's just a good place to start, grab a coffee, and before I get too busy. One of the coolest things about New Albany is the mix of different homes. You can have anything from historic homes to homes, new construction out in the knobs. There's something for everybody and every price point. And if I can just say one thing about the weather, as the saying goes here in Kentuckiana, if you don't like the weather, just wait around, because it's gonna change and it's constantly changing. But we have the benefit of having 4 seasons, which is nice because by the end of one season, you're ready for the next. However, winter, if it could just be a little shorter, that'd make me a little happy, but it's honestly a mild winter compared to some. So I know this video was pretty short and to the point, but I didn't want to go into too much detail, but there is so much to see and do in New Albany, and it's such a great town. It's just one of those things you need to take a drive through there. We're decorating for Christmas while I was there yesterday, and it's just getting ready to be, you know, an even nicer season in that town. So if you are thinking about making a move to Kentuckiana, or you have any questions, and please reach out, subscribe. My contact info is below. We'd love to have a conversation.